today's episode, we are going over the full breakdown of this build. What's up, guys? Today's episode, we are What's up, guys? This is Can't Fit with the Honda Fit, and today we are going over the full breakdown of the build. We're just gonna... What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? This is Can't Fit with the Honda Fit, and today we are going over the full breakdown of the build. It's nighttime in my garage. I tried to make this video probably 3 or 4 times, and every time I didn't like it. And I want to make sure that you guys get enough detail to understand what you can achieve with the modifications that you do with your Honda Fit, your L15B1. So let's get into it. Yes. Without getting too long-winded here, getting into the engine, the cylinder head, I have Rocket Motorsports reground cams. I will be posting the specs right here somewhere. Brian Crower springs and retainers, stock valves, stock everything else up top there. I did port the head myself and then port matched it to the intake manifold and tried to do a little bit with the exhaust manifold, or the exhaust port, but I kind of got lazy with the exhaust port. I did do proper work with the exhaust valve area and that runner. However, the port itself, I got lazy at that point. I deleted the high pressure fuel pump, deleted direct injection, like I said. That's really it when it comes to the head. Anything else in the engine bay would be CDV delete, EGR delete, all this, the normal stuff. AC delete, the full radiator delete. That's about it for the engine bay. Let's talk about the short block. The piston heads are from RZ Crew Garage. They are 12.5:1 compression. The rods, connecting rods, are from Max Speeding Rods. They call it a X-beam shape. They're stock length, but they seem a little, I don't know. We'll see how it works out because they seem a little on the weak side. However, they do advertise it as forged 4340 material. I don't know if that's steel or... I already bought the Motul break-in oil, and I'm waiting on a new timing chain set, a new VVT gear. The transmission, I got the lightweight flywheel and the stage 1 OEM feel clutch from Action Clutch. I've put in the lightweight flywheel before. However, with the stock ECU, I kept getting some type of code. I think it was saying a misfire code, but it was actually just the timing. Because the flywheel spins so much faster, the timing of the teeth or whatever it is was throwing off the cam and crank sensor. Since we're on the transmission, we also had the bushings, the shifter bushings changed out to Acuity shifter bushings. The shifter is hybridracing. I love that shifter. That shifter is 10 out of 10, honestly. After getting this intake manifold, I realized I was having a big issue with intake air temperatures. It was getting crazy readings because the manifold is actually aluminum. And what was happening was the radiator fan was basically blowing all the heat up and onto the intake manifold. I would have a hard time with cold starts and hot starts. I would get flooding, I would get lean conditions. It was just erratic all over the place. So one, I made the ducting to get a better cooling system out of the half radiator that I have, I cut out a vent for the excess heat to escape, at least obviously when I'm driving, but also when I'm sitting. I felt like it was getting way too hot, so now I got some room for the heat to escape. For the ducting on the radiator, I do plan on maybe printing in ABS proper ducting, or just properly building it out of the same material that I built it out of, which is the like the aluminum stock and aluminum sheet metal. It's not too bad now, but I'm using, you know, double-sided 3M tape to hold up some parts, rivets to hold up some other parts, and I just don't like it. It's not sealed completely. It seems okay, but it's not okay. And like I said, I'm giving you the rawness, all of that, because I don't want to hide anything. I don't want to like wash the car and then clean up everything and then make it seem like, oh yeah, it was perfect, you know? So it's not too bad now, but I'm using, you know, double-sided 3M tape to hold up some parts, rivets to hold up some other parts, and I just don't like it. It's not sealed completely. It seems okay, but it's not okay. And like I said, I'm giving you the rawness, all of that, because I don't want to hide anything. I don't want to like wash the car and then clean up everything and then make it seem like, oh yeah, it was perfect. If you don't know already, everything is ran by my Link G4X Extreme ECU and my the CAN Lambda that's with that. I'm building a CAN bus sniffer so that I can figure out the ABS language to be able to actually work with the ABS, the OEM ABS unit with the ECU. As far as fueling goes, as I mentioned earlier, I did convert to port injection. So all of that is powered by a Walbro 255. I went ahead and modified the OEM fuel rail. I had an extra one sitting around in one of the tubs. At low RPMs, when I guess the vacuum is very high, you could definitely feel it by basically lean conditions. And then it goes into the very, very reliable, actually, Amazon fuel regulator. At this point, I'm not happy with any of the hosing, any of the plumbing, I should say. I will be changing everything out properly to 6AN or to AN lines, but right now, like I said, if it works, it works. We're just working with it until we can make it pretty. The things that I really have changed in the interior is I've removed the seats, the rear seats. I've changed the shifter like I had mentioned. I actually installed this throttle pedal relocator from Acuity. It helps with heel and toe. I've been wanting to learn how to heel and toe, and since they were selling something like that to make it easier to heel and toe, because the gas pedal, I think the gas pedal was a little too low. So with that modification, it brings it closer to a proper level to where you can properly blip the throttle, or the throttle. The other thing that I've done to the interior is cut the spare tire tub and remove all of that. Weight reduction, bro. What's coming in the future is a digital dash with another Raspberry Pi that I have that I'm working on to get that working. Like I said, too many projects, so it's taking a little bit. For suspension, I used to have K-Tune, or what was it? K-Pro, K-Sport Control, something like that. And one of the shocks blew, so I ended up just giving that away to someone and went with some BC Racing I think it's BR coilovers. They're not like full track or competitive coilovers, but they're pretty close to what I was wanting at the time, I guess, and where the money was. I got those. I plan on doing some adapting in the back so I can have the I think they're called linear springs instead of the beehive shaped springs, so I can actually run higher rate springs. Right now in the front is 10K and in the rear is only 3K, which is default from what you can buy from the website. So I plan on changing that out. I do have a progress sway bar in the rear, and that's it. That's all for suspension. I am building right now a 3/4 inch splitter because the 1/2 inch splitter that I have is way too thin. It's too flexible. I just didn't like it. The other thing with Aero is the wing. I 3D printed my wing. However, I'm gonna redo that too. This one, it seems like it's a little weak in the middle. So right now I'm just gonna brace it with some aluminum stock, but it is doing what it needs to, I think. I know someone did CFD it, CFD my design, and shout out to him. He was able to show that I actually designed a pretty efficient wing from just eyeballing different aircraft wings on Google Images. So I'm actually proud of that, and that's what I've been using since he CFD'd it, because I want to boast that, you know, I designed this wing, you know, or this airfoil shape. Things I forgot to mention: I have a custom exhaust, custom exhaust manifold, custom test pipe, and then HKS silent power axleback exhaust. Something I did not show in the video is the fact that I now have all 4 wheels on some Falcon 660s, RT 660s. So these are brand new, and I got a pair in the back from a buddy's buddy, and we're gonna make that work for this weekend. Actually, we're going to finally going to our first track event, which is Track Casuals in Houston. Check them out, and I'm gonna have some fun. Oh, one more thing. LSD 1.5 weight LSD is coming soon. Okay, not soon, but it's coming in the near future. That is it from me. This is Can't Fit with the hondafit Nikita, and I will see y'all at Track Casuals. Woo, let's go.